simply happy or realistically truthful. Ooh. Hey guys, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, wonderful week. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Shorty100, and here we keep it simply happy or realistically truthful. But yeah, I just kind of want to talk about the impact that astrology has on relationships. Like, a lot of times we don't know, we go through life and we're like, what am I doing? But I want to really break down why we feel that attraction towards that person. It's crazy. Today's video is going to be an astrological video. It's going to be an astrological video about celebrities' relationships. We're just going to kind of take a dive and see what the planets say about that couple's relationship. Some of these couples are actually still dating. The very first couple that I'm going to start with is Kim Kardashian and Pete Kardashian. Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson. Sorry. I'm going to be talking about their relationship. What I did was I grabbed their information and I put it into my calculator. What that does is it's going to bring up where the planet from both of their houses align. Tell you, like, what compatibility they have, how many challenges they're gonna have. Never done a video about this, guys. What really inspired me was one is February, and I was actually quite shocked because Kim and Kanye had a good amount of challenges. It wasn't like nothing too crazy, but they did have a few. So when I looked up Pete and Kim Kardashian recently, because they're all the hype, we like to party. We like to party. It's probably gonna be really bad considering their big age gap. They're just very different. I mean, they've grown up in different times, and I wasn't expecting them to be that compatible. But oh my gosh, I was proved wrong. I was shocked because I literally have one challenge. So according to this calculator, just one whole challenge. Planetary wise, they have 3 squares. So squares and oppositions are things that challenges to your relationship. Sextiles and conjunctions are good placements to have for friendship and love. They have 3 whole squares. Really, in my opinion, I feel like they have a good compatibility. Like, I actually feel like Kim Kardashian, we'll see, time's gonna prove me wrong or prove me right, but I just think that Pete and Kim Kardashian can make it like long term. Pete Davidson has a Capricorn moon. We are very loving people, but we're also very strong. We're built very strong emotionally, and we're able to tolerate a lot of things. Kim Kardashian's moon is Pisces. So her moon makes her a little bit more emotional, a little bit more, expressive. Water signs like to express their love more, like by being affectionate. So I would say that if they're going to have a problem, it would be in that area, the way that they communicate with each other love-wise. He's a Scorpio though, so he is a water sign. He has water in his chart, which is going to make him more loving and more expressive. It's going to make him express himself the way Kim Kardashian feels. So that's a pretty good indicator, in my opinion. I think that they can work it out, honestly. I really do. So the next couple that I will be doing is I'm going to be talking about Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. Because, they dated before, then they broke up, and now they're dating again. I'm just curious to see how many challenges they have and what they are. They're both Leos, which is crazy. J-Lo has Leo sun, and she's a Leo rising as well. They only have one challenge according to the calculator. Planetary wise, they have 4 squares and 1 opposition. They say that squares are more difficult to deal with than oppositions. I really think that it just depends on the couple, what you're able to get over. Squares teach you difficult lessons within a relationship, but if you're able to forgive, you're able to move across that challenge. They have 4 squares and then 1 opposition. Like, that's a really difficult thing to have. They're going to be constantly arguing. You're going to be having arguments more frequently. You're going to be having disagreements more frequently because your planets are not aligning together, and it's going to make it more difficult for you to be with that person. It's not the end of the world, but it is like a difficult thing to deal with. I think if they're going to try to hang in there, they might hang in there for a while, but I don't think that they're going to make it long term. Now, Kim Kardashian and Pete, I feel like they could if they really, really tried. Our next couple that we're going to be explaining, we have Mr. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. Their birthdays are both in September. Will Smith is a Libra. Jada is a Virgo. Pulled up their chart, and guess what? They have 2 challenges according to the calculator, but planetary wise, they have 3 oppositions and 3 challenges. So remember how we talked about J-Lo and Brad Pitt, how they had quite the squares. Well, Mr. Will Smith and Jada have 3 oppositions and 3 squares. So their first challenge is squares Mars-Jupiter. Challenging aspect. They have good intentions towards each other, but they often promise more than they can deliver. They make big plans that often fail to be realized. One person wants to spend time together. The other feels relentless and dreams of being somewhere else. Freedom versus closeness is a conflict that arises often in this relationship.
To have the clarity to understand who is worthy of us walking with them through certain devastations, and when it's time to walk away, because I'm gonna let you know something. Not everybody you love is meant to be the person you build a life with.
The second challenge is it's too easy for this relationship to end up becoming manipulative and frustrating. You may find that you have a hard time accomplishing much on a practical level when you are together because you enjoy spending time together. A difficult union that can succeed could involve some distancing and dishonesty. Oh my God! Be careful to be honest with each other, as deceptions have a way of coming to the light.
And great disappointments are possible as a result.
That's crazy, because isn't exactly what happened? This is crazy, guys. This is some tea right here. The planets don't lie. And I'm just kind of, talking about that and how the stars and how the planets affect our relationship. I am going to be talking about one of my relationships. We had 3 squares and an opposition. We had 1 challenge. The 2 may be too different to complement each other well, but they have a lot to teach one another. If the individuals are open to learning, of course. There can be difficulties as the Jupiter person seems to be much of a risk taker or too wanton in their approach to the world, while the Saturn person may appear too cautious. That's probably me. An extra effort should be made to understand one another's point of view. Besides that, we have a bunch of positive stuff here. In my opinion, that squares are easier to overcome than oppositions is because this is another one of my relationships that I had. We had a very good connection. We had 5 oppositions and 2 squares. That was a lot. Like 5 oppositions and 2 squares? That's crazy. According to the calculator, we only had 1 challenge here. Here is a couple that may have frequent disputes, which we did, as they may find it difficult to speak calmly. Very true. They might too frequently adopt an aggressive, defensive, or offensive stance with each other. We sure did. We had different love languages. Like I said, we like the moons that you have. It says conflict is caused if both want to dominate the other and if they do not consciously make an attempt to relate on the basis of mutual understanding. One may down the law and make decisions, and the other may be an independent type, which is me, who cannot stand being limited, taking orders the more so from the partner. So that was really our only challenge. I mean, according to this, everything else said favorable unions of the minds. They speak to each other about things. They would never talk to other people, which we did. Favorable union. It was a pretty good relationship. I'm not going to complain. I learned a lot of things. I think I adopted a positive outlook because of these 2 relationships that I had. And I learned my value through them as well. One taught me more to value myself, and the other one taught me that I was worth a lot. I've learned a lot from my relationships. I have learned something from our relationships. If you haven't, I suggest you take a look, on what you could gain. Every single time a relationship ends, try to look at it from the positive side and try to see what you gain from that person, what you learn from that person. Sometimes you don't even learn from the person themselves. Sometimes you learn how they make you feel, or you learn your value. I just kind of wanted to talk about all of that with you guys. That closes out this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching my videos. Once again, my name is Shorty100. Here we keep it simply happy or realistically truthful. Don't forget to like this video, put a thumbs up. Don't forget to click the notification bell to get notified every single time I upload a video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful month. Thank you guys for watching my video. I love you guys. I'll be back next Monday. Mwah.